Like many young adults in the UK, Alia Butt's future plans have been derailed by the high cost of living. Struggling to make ends meet and in search of a better paying job, she recently quit her position as a therapist in the National Health Service and is even considering selling her home.
I personally am in a position where I'm not sure how I'm going to pay for the next 6 months to a year. I don't really know what I'm going to do. Am I able to continue working in a job I love, or am I going to try and do something where I can actually pay for my own food and bills? Because I'm very fearful of, people knocking on my door and repossessing half of my life's works. I might even have to put the whole house up and go and stay with my mum.
And she's not alone. In an age of high inflation and low wages, qualified people are turning their backs on their chosen careers. 75% of workers are considering a new job, with 69% citing salary as the main driving factor. Dubbed the Great Resignation, Brits are now quitting at the highest rate in over a decade. The Felix Project, a London-based charity which redistributes food destined for landfill to the hungry, says working people are increasingly falling below the poverty line, not just the out of work and the homeless.
Really tragically, we have for some months now been seeing a really significant increase at the Felix Project. We provide surplus food to over 1,000 community organisations right across London, and we now have a waiting list of almost 600 organisations who would like to receive food from us and who aren't. So it isn't just an increase in demand, but there's a really significant shift in the sorts of people who are needing support from our food. And this is people who are often in work, who are now finding themselves really struggling to pay their energy bills, and they are no longer able to afford to put food on their table.
The government has got a support scheme in place, but with rising rent and energy bills, food and transportation costs, it all adds up. And it's young people, like Alia, paying the price. She bought her home before the COVID-19 pandemic and her career was thriving, but now she's barely surviving.
I'm very, very concerned with how I'm going to get by. There's nothing scarier than not knowing how you're going to pay for your life.
Shadia Edwards Dashti, TRT World, London.